stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of the Giants has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Let's go now. 70 range, 70 range. Warrior, 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The man in motion is Watson.
Easy.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Yellow. 15.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready, break. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready.
His drive will start on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up.
Set up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Take go.
They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Here we go, set. Curve 19, curve 19. Get up.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirate, 7 Pirate. Hunt.
Now they'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Chiefs on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Trap low 80. Ready.
We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, New York.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Where's it?
His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now, Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
3rd and long.
Attack, attack!
Mahomes back. He's got a man. That's Watson. Not just a 1st down, but reception number 70 on the season.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, rip left.
Now, Mahomes. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a give up the middle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Patrick to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Hut, hut.
And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Giants are back to within 7. It's 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yellow. Fight on these two. Right side.
Mahomes on first down. That is hot down the field. It's worthy. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
Yellow. Yellow. Right side.
Throwing is Mahomes. One on target to Watson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Attack, attack.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, KC. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go! Mustang 19. Lions.
Up the sideline to the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 19 Lion.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, Neighbors wide open. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The pressure all over him. He goes down again. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go now.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Set go.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Giants.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll look to throw again. Now he takes off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
And the Giants are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Now, faking the give. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that is incomplete. They had a sure 3 points there, but they got a little greedy, went with the fake, and they'll get no points and turn it over on downs.
I know, Mike. It's easy to sit here and second-guess all of these decisions, but I find myself leaning towards just take the points. And if you are that committed to going for it on 4th down because you want 6, then just leave your offense on the field.
Yellow.
second down just shy of the 30.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Strong. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
19 Lions, go! Panther Street, Panther Street.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now a run on 1st down. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for Watson. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdowns for him, numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Easy. Yellow. Attack.
A first down throw for Mahomes. That one complete to Watson. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Yellow. Attack.
A run on first and goal. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Panther 11. 79 Bronco. 70 Ranger. Warrior 70. Street.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Ready? Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Here's 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Diggs. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Cup 19. Ready?
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
65, Jack. 65. Here we go. Here we go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Buffalo 18. Big Lion. Go, Chap. Go, Chap.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8.
Yellow.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. First and 10.
Yellow.
Patrick to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. And next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Now, Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. That one on target to Watson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set. Mustang 19. Pioneer. Dragon 60. Check go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll turn and hand this one off. There he goes, inside the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll look to throw. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They're able to